What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo. In the last episode, we were kind of touching on the lions. Yes, I realize my audio was very messed up. You guys, don't do Windows updates. Just don't do it. It literally ruins your entire recording setup. Not only the first time did I not have a face cam, the second time, my audio was only coming out of the left side of your headset. So rip headphone users, I'm so sorry you guys had to experience that, but we're back, and hopefully everything's all good. Hopefully everything's tip-top now. I do have to pause it because I have some unfortunate news. Dalai Lama has passed away, as well as Chizulo, our former alpha male lion. We kind of knew he was, his days were numbered, but it finally caught up to him, and those two animals are no longer with us, so F's in the chat, ladies and gents. We have lost two of the greats. Now, that aside, you may be wondering, in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen right now, I have 6,500, almost 6,600 conservation credits, and that is due to basically I made a puppy mill, pretty much, for some. It sounds worse than it actually is. It was very strategical. It was very unethical, but it did get us a couple thousand conservation credits, which we're definitely going to need for today, because I kind of made a little thing. I kind of did some stuff and some things or whatever, and you guys may like it. I'm not 100% sure. It's obviously not finished, but here we have the start of what will hopefully be a large monkey exhibit. A monkey of some sort. We could even do ring-tailed lemurs. Kind of just depends on what's the cheapest. Right now, I would like to hopefully start off with 4 of this new species. The thumbnail probably gave it away, but as you guys can see in front of us, we have an enormous exhibit. It's enormously long, I should say. It's not enormously wide, but I figure they're probably gonna try to run back and forth a lot, maybe not so much side to side. I would like to try to put some climbing items, some climbable tree stands and stuff like that in here for them to use. Now, I made the walls very tall. Right now, it's just set up as glass, but I will probably have to change that to the one-way glass that we know and love. Now, let's talk about the design here for a second. As you guys can tell, it's a little different from our previous exhibits. The only one that I'd say it's remotely similar to is the flamingo exhibit, just because it's kind of in ground, lower than the standard path level. Now, it worked well over here. I kind of thought, you know what, maybe we can do something similar, because most of the time when you go to a zoo in the primate exhibit specifically, their enclosures are slightly sunken down, so you can actually get a better view of the animals, being that most of the time they're up high climbing something. So that was the main idea behind this. Now, you may be wondering what's going on with this brick path, and honestly, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. But the issue that I was having here was that I couldn't get the path close enough to the barrier wall. So rather than just making, kind of like what we did for the flamingos, just making the path further out away, like look at this gap. Look at this gap right here from the interior wall to the path. That's gotta be like 5 feet, right? I wanted to do something different. So now the path goes all the way up. Now, I know this is not actually a path, but there is a path section underneath of it that, if you guys can tell from up here, is very close. About 2 feet away from the actual exhibit. Now, I haven't been to a lot of zoos. I've been to our local zoo. It's very small. I don't even think they have any monkeys, to tell you the truth. But in my head, this made the most sense. Now, as far as the keeper goes, I did make a little keeper area down here. I had to cover up a piece of terrain that was clipping through the wall. I couldn't get rid of it due to the path and the fact that the habitat barrier is there. So I covered it up with a boulder. You know what? Looks great. And then this will be the area, of course, that the keeper will come in and out of the exhibit. It's kind of cool. We got this long hallway here that goes up to a staircase, and the staircase leads to, of course, his or her keeper hut and their staff building as well. We did have to put a transformer out here because it's kind of getting further and further away from the rest of the park. We didn't have a whole lot of power out here. But let me know what you guys think. Is this going to work? Now don't skip ahead, all right? No cheat ski doodles here. I just want to know if you guys think this will actually work. Now the first thing we're gonna need over here, of course, is a keeper. Grab ourselves a keeper, plop them down right here. I don't think I bought one already, or bought one. Yeah, we're buying people now. I don't think I hired, I don't think I hired one yet. It doesn't look like it, so we should be okay, but I did already make a work zone for it, of course, just calling it the Monkey Keeper Zone. Very original here. We're looking pretty good. Now, I did just find out recently that if we go into the vet research tab here, there's actually an advanced research option. So you can basically have your vets continue to research an animal that's already been, you know, fully researched. If you guys are wondering about the Arctic wolf and the grizzly bear down here, like I said, I started a puppy mill. Primarily, it was grizzly bears. I did try to use the Arctic wolf. Arctic wolf wasn't really cutting it. You need a lot of them to have a good social group rating. So I stuck with the grizzly bear. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We'll never talk about it again. It'll probably have to happen again if we need more conservation credits. But for the time being, we're just gonna pretend like it was some sort of bad dream. I don't know if there's an animal in particular that I want to research just yet. I figure maybe let's just wait until we get our monkeys or our lemurs or whatever we're doing into the exhibit. But that's a new thing that I didn't know about, no one told me about. I actually found that out while I was doing the puppy mill thing that we're never gonna talk about again. Let's just not talk about it. We're just gonna drop it. So let's open up the animal trading center. Of course, it's probably gonna be, set on the grizzly bears. We'll turn off the female male filter here, and we will take off the grizzly bear. Western chimpanzee, probably a solid option, probably very expensive. We have one female who looks to be about dead, so that's probably not gonna work. 67% fertility gene though. Size gene is very low. Let's see, 26 years old. How long do they live? Okay, till about 51. Age of sexual sterility is gonna be about 50 years. So really, she's like right in the middle here. Not a bad option at all. 392 conservation credits too. That seems fairly cheap. Let's see who's better in comparison to these two. Longevity is definitely low for this guy, Renako. All right, here's what we're doing. We're getting Iapo, and we're getting Madiwa. All right, and we're gonna move Iapo into his new habitat. Let's open up the trading again. I do have two common ostrich in the trading center right now, trying to get some more conservation credits. It's not much. I think it's like 20 something, maybe for both of them combined. But I'm still trying here. All right, and then let's get her, place her into her new habitat as well. I have high hopes with this. I hope everything goes well. I hope that the chimpanzees live a long, healthy life. Now we're gonna have to fast forward until the chimpanzees are actually put into the habitat. That way I can start the research on them. And also, when I was running the puppy mill, I didn't really have much else to do except for wait for new babies to be born and yada yada yada. Let's just not talk about it. We're just gonna drop it. So I did research all of the diseases that we are aware of. So up here in the top left, I have 35 out of 35 researched diseases, which is great. Now, if we ever do encounter another disease, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. They are both in here. Dude, look at these chimpanzees. Okay, what's going on with the camera here, bub? Look at these chimpanzees, dude. They look so sick. In a good way. Sick is good. Sick is good. So now that we have the chimpanzees in captivity, we have the alpha male. I didn't realize they had alphas, and then we just have the female. So a lot like lions, they'll have an alpha male, and the female is just the female. There is no alpha female. It looks like space and social group are going to be an issue for these two. I really thought that this was going to be plenty space for them. Maybe it's because they don't have anything that's climbable. Let's try to fix that first mostly here. They need some short grass. They need some long grass. They don't need near as much soil as they have right now, and they need some rock. Navigable. Why does that sound so weird to me?
Navigable.
Climbing area is what they need next. So let's get after it, boys and girls. We got to get some climbable stuff in here. Now, I know there's a couple of blueprint climbable things. So I think that's probably the route I'm gonna go down. We'll be here forever if I'm gonna try to build my own climbable stuff. So we have specific lemur climbing frames. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna place one down right here. Let's just kind of move down the line and place as many climbable things as we possibly can. Another little climbable frame. Dude, I don't even know how I would go about like placing these down in a strategic manner. I suppose I could get them all laid out and then try to make like an obstacle course for them almost. That might be kind of cool. Okay, that's the last blueprint one. Now, from my understanding, they will still need hard shelter, so we're gonna get to that here in just a moment. But first, we should probably get them their food and water stuff. What the heck is this? A feeding platform? A feeding platform. Seriously. You know what? I'm just gonna put the feeding platform right in the center over here for right now. We'll come through and we'll clean it up, make it look a lot nicer. But for the time being, I just want to make sure that these two chimpanzees are as happy as they possibly can be, just so we can start to get some offspring from both of them. Right, let's use a nice wooden shelter just over here. Just a very basic one. Get some extra large bedding placed down on top of it. That should be good enough for them. Let me exit out of that. We'll focus back in on the male here, Iapo. All right, social's already better. Enrichment. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, we need to start our vet research on the Western chimpanzee. Dude, this is so sick. This is so sick. We obviously have some just random bits of climbable things in here. That's gonna be fine for right now. But we're definitely gonna need some donation bins. We're still not hurting on money here, at least in the zoo that I made that I said that we were just gonna drop. We weren't gonna talk about anymore, but here we are, you know, still talking about it. That zoo failed miserably. It did not make any profits at all. But overall, I mean, we did some stuff with it, which is always good. So I'm going to put a donation bin on this side of the habitat they can't actually walk on. They, meaning the guests, can't actually walk on it. So I'm going to put the donation bins outside of it because I figure there's a good chance they're probably going to walk up to it anyways. Now this section is where they actually can walk on the brick path. I wonder what it's gonna look like, man. I bet their feet are just gonna clip through it the whole time. This is where it turns into a staff path. I really wanted to try to bring the main path all the way around this enclosure. However, due to the fact that I made this tunnel underneath here for the keeper and the caretakers to walk under or walk through, it wasn't gonna let me do it. I tried and tried and tried. I probably spent 3 or 4 hours just on trying to make the enclosure itself. So it's kind of ugly right here anyways in this general area, but we're just gonna have to make it work because I really have no other option. All right, next on the list, of course, we gotta get some education stuff. Next, it's time to go through and turn on all of these habitat education boards and get them all set so that they are educating the guests on the Western chimpanzee and nothing else. I apologize too if this seems like a very rushed episode. It kind of is. Oksana's going out of town for like 2 weeks or something here in a few days. So I'm just trying to spend as much time as I possibly can with her. I've really been lacking on making videos and I'm sorry about that. But you know, things happen, stuff happens and whatever. Here we go, people. We have just now opened our new exhibit. Are they going to love it? Are they even going to walk over here? So far, I've seen no one walk on the path. Come on, I know you want to. I know you want to. Yes, lady. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. You're making it. You're making a turn right around and you're going back the other way. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. And then you got these yokels standing over here looking at, you guys can get a much better view from the other side. Oh, he's climbing. Oh, he's climbing. All right, this is the female. Yeah, that's the female. Oh, she's climbing. All right, I really hope that these two, you know, fornicate, have some bebe. Because if we could get more chimpanzees in here, that would be epic. That would be epic. Look at these people. Yes, starting to make your way around. That's what I like to see right there. We need as many donos as we can for the chimpanzees. Very expensive animals. New VIP guest, myself. I'm back at my own zoo again. You love to see it. All right, what else can we do? Oh my God, look at him. Look at him just chilling up there. All right, we're gonna need enrichment, but unfortunately we are going to have to wait. Oh, they need plants. These people actually, or these people, technically they're pretty close to people. These animals actually need plants. So we're definitely gonna have to add some plants in here. But for right now, my main focus is trying to get them to reproduce, create more chimpanzees so we can fill up the zoo quite a bit more. Injured animal? Meghana? I don't even know who Meghana is. I don't even know who Meghana is. Who is that? It's certainly not a name that I chose. Meghana. Is it a flamingo? It's probably a peafowl. It's probably a peafowl. Where you at? There you are. Meghana, peafowl. Amazing. Stop getting hurt. You're making me look bad. I just have to pay a $750 fine for you. Unreal. All I do for them. And they pick fights with one another. All right, they're fairly cheap to feed. Just having 2 of them, of course. But I'm pretty pleased with that. Definitely beats the lions. What are we paying for the lions' food per day? 7,600 bucks per day. Compared to 750? Yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Well, you could, but it'd be weird. All right, we're gonna do a little fast forwarding here, see if we can't get these 2 primates to breed with one another and hopefully create quite a few offspring. Actually, let me click in on one of these yokels here. You there, Iapo. I know you need some plants, dude. I'm sorry. I'll get to it. I promise. Someday, maybe. I don't know. God, that sounds horrible. You know how boring it is to put plants in an exhibit? All right, let's compare the mates. Madiwa. Size gene's gonna be fairly poor, but probably better than both the parents. Longevity, right in the middle. Fertility, immunity should be better. Okay, so that's pretty good. We're not getting the research bonus right now. If and when we do, that should help our conditions be more ideal for breeding. But what I wanted to look at was their Zoopedia. Oh god, hang on. Our baby lion, our other baby lion, so yes, there was some inbreeding going on here. This was our baby from Chizulo and Lakeisha. Now, however, Lakeisha's pretty old. Oh, we got another male. I didn't know he was a male, dude. We might have to buy another female to replace Lakeisha. She is getting very, very old. Yeah, it looks like their life expectancy is 14 years. Lakeisha, I need to find your replacement. I'm so sorry. Oh god, I feel bad about doing this. We could literally spend most of our money and get a 4.9-year-old purebred albino West African lion. God, that's really tempting, but I don't want to spend all my money on that. You know what? We might have to do it. We might just have to do it. God, 3,000 conservation credits though, dude. That just seems like so much money. It took me all day in that zoo that we said we weren't gonna ever talk about again to get up to this point. And I'd literally be just wiping away a couple hours of the day right there if I were to buy her. I can't do it. I can't do it. I really can't. We're gonna go with a good alternative, 6.8 years old, 100% fertility, borderline 50% everything else. Are you kidding? I waited too long. I slept on her. I literally slept on her. This is just ridiculous, dude. Just ridiculous. 2,500 bucks. Why are they all so expensive? They're so expensive. Even the bad ones are expensive. Look at that. How does somebody get 100% everything, just max appeal, and they want 10,000 conservation credits for it? How do people do this? I need to know. I can't imagine they actually sell, but still, dude. 2,500 bucks. It's gonna hurt me, but let's do it. Oh god, we only have 2,900 now. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. Okay, we're gonna get her put into this new exhibit here. Lakeisha, girl, I'm sorry. We love you. We all love you here. And we hate to see you go. But let's go ahead and move her into the trade facility. Now, our little guy right here is gonna grow up, and they're gonna be fighting for alpha status. Now, rather than sending him to the trade center and actually selling him, I'm going to send him to the trade center. But a little tip that I learned is they don't age in the trade center, and you don't have to pay to feed them in there or pay to do really anything with them. It's kind of like they just don't exist for a little while. So I'm going to move him into the trade center specifically so that when we do get this new female in, we can move him in, sell his dad, the alpha male. Oh, actually, maybe not. 6.7 years old. How old was our new one? 9 years old. Okay, maybe we'll keep it for their baby then. God, then we're gonna get inbreeding. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. Lakeisha, it's been real, girl. 483 conservation credits. We're gonna try to trade her out. Hopefully someone picks her up. Hopefully she goes to a new, lovely place. 1,300 conservation credits is what this one is actually worth. And I paid what, 2,500? Idiot. Stupid. So if those two breed, we should get pretty good offspring. Yes. Yes, dude. They're about to mate. Look at that. They just hugged. God, what a... Oh, and they're just dropping loads, dude. What a world we would live in if all you had to do to have bebe was hug someone. Amazing. These animals, man, they're ahead of their time. They really are. The Mosin. Thanks so much for stopping by the zoo. Appreciate you being here. Very sick. Come check out the chimpanzees. They're living life. Serious injury discovered. Stop injuring yourself, please. I only have so many vets available. Actually, that's a great point. What am I doing? I only have so many vets available. I have almost $1 million now. Why have I not just purchased more vets? And by purchased, I mean hire. We don't buy people. Okay, 2 more vets. Let's get them. No work zone. That's great. No, an animal just died. This is why I don't fast forward all of the time. Chad, you guys, we lost Dolly and now we lost Chadwick. Oh, I feel bad. Chad. F's in chat for Chadwick, ladies and gents. We lost a good one today. Rip Chad. Also, now we're inbreeding our llamas. Amazing. We have 2 llamas left. Molly and Cusco. Oh, and Molly is elderly. We're probably not gonna get another baby. This is very frustrating for me. All right, but we're okay. We're okay. We can continue on now, I think, hopefully. When you have baby. That's Iapa. Where is your wife? I spotted her. Spotted her. All right. You didn't get pregnant. Why you know are pregnant? 67% chance of getting purged nat, and you didn't do it. I'm so sad. I am so incredibly sad. Okay, I am simply going to fast forward things again until something eventful happens. Either we have more lion baby or we have some chimpanzee baby. Or llamas. Llamas would be great at this point in time as well. Oh, okay, I was sending some ostriches to the trade center, and to my surprise, we had 2 albino lions. Another Lakeisha. Dude, did not change the name. Just saw the update. Swear to God. We got another Lakeisha. Lakeisha lives on, dude. That is so sick. And then Kitwana. So we have a brother and a sister here. I'm assuming maybe, just maybe, I can kind of do what I did in my puppy mill, and we can keep some of these offspring, and when we get further and further down the line, they shouldn't be relatives any longer, and we could take them out of the trade center. Again, they don't age in there, and we can, you know, make more offspring and kind of use these animals as our way of getting more conservation credits, because they are very expensive, especially a good genetic makeup. Man, that's exciting. All right, I did put in some more ostriches that I'm going to try to trade. Is it even worth trying to trade them, or should I just release them to the wild? I feel like no one's gonna pick them up. I'm thinking I'm just gonna start releasing them to the wild. To be completely real with y'all, like these 2 have already been for sale or whatever for a little under an hour. I'm gonna cancel those, and we're just gonna, yeah, dude, it's a difference of 2 conservation credits. I don't care enough to leave them up for sale for a whole hour. Many guests think tickets are underpriced. What? $20 then. Let's charge 10 for kids. Oh, you always gotta cut the kids a little discount. It's hard out here. And we have another visitor. Muffin, thanks so much for stopping by the zoo. Come and check out the chimpanzees if you get a minute. Back into animals here. I do have to go through and get rid of some more potentially large problems, and that is our bebe that we're making a lot of in the ostrich exhibit are growing up very, very fast. I'm having to release a lot of them to the wild. A lot of our ostriches are maturing, so I'm going to, oh Jesus Christ, there goes another one. Okay, I think I'm good to pause now. Let's open this back up so it reloads all of the MMOs. All right. Send to trade center. Ziad, why you cannot get put in trade center? Honestly, not sure. We're gonna try that again. There we go. Okay. We're up to 3,700 conservation credits now. We can continue to let things play out here. I'm really trying to get our chimpanzees to breed, but man, they are being really defiant right now. Probably due to the fact that tickets are still underpriced. What are you talking about? $22 and we'll do $12. Why would you tell someone that their tickets are underpriced? Yes, please. Hug it out. Never let go, Jack. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Please, for the love of God, expect offspring. Yes! I never thought I'd be so excited for some chimpanzees to be mating in front of my eyes. So next year, next January, we should expect to see some bebe. On that note, that's really all I wanted to take place today. So I do think I'm going to wind things down here. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.